Hi everybody, and this is the first video of a couple of videos on disjoint and overlapping probabilities. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. Notice it's a little bit skewed. As we get going, just remember that probability is a number between 0 and 1, and it tells us how likely an event is that it'll occur. So probability of 0 means it's a 0% chance that it's going to occur. A probability of 1 means the event is absolutely 100% certain to occur, and anywhere between that is just a scale, right? So we're expecting decimals and fractions and percentages. Today we're going to talk about disjoint and overlapping events, and really what it means is we're going to use the or statement. Okay, what are the probability that either one thing or the other is going to happen? That's our focus today. Disjoint events are two events that cannot occur simultaneously. And so when I say that, really what I mean is not that I'm going to roll a dice twice, or I'm going to draw two cards, or I'm going to do something twice. It really means that I'm looking at two possible outcomes, and those outcomes can't both happen at the same time. So for example, we have a six-sided die and we roll it. What is the probability that you roll either a 2 or, main word here is or, an odd number? Okay, and so if I drew out a diagram that just had the 6 possible choices here, let's go ahead and let's do this graphically. Okay, the probability that I roll a 2 would be 1 out of 6, right? So I got a 1 out of 6 chance that I would roll a 2. It says, or I can roll an odd number, and I'd be just as happy with an odd number. So the or statement means I only need one of these two things to come true for me to be happy. Okay, I can roll a 2 and I'm happy, or I can roll an odd number and I'm happy. And so that tells me that 1 and 3 and 5 are also options. Okay, that would be 1, 2, 3 out of the 6, right? And so I look total, and I take a step back after I look at all of the options. I say, okay, now if I rolled a 2, I'm happy. If I rolled an odd number, I'm happy. And that looks like 4 out of the 6 choices would make me happy, right? The probability would be 4 out of 6, which we would reduce to 2 out of 3, okay? And so notice, now, how did I combine the 1/6 and the 3/6 in order to get 4/6? I just added them, right? And so we come up with this nifty little formula that says the probability of either one thing or the other thing happening. When we use or means add, okay? Or means add. We just simply add the probabilities together. So that's what a disjoint event is, okay? Disjoint events are two events that cannot occur simultaneously. I draw from a deck of cards. What are the odds that I draw either a black card or a heart? Well, you can't get a black heart. You can't get a black card and a heart at the same time, right? So that would be another example of a disjoint event. So hopefully that makes sense. That's the first video for today, disjoint events, and all I have to do with the or statement, or means add, and I put the two numbers together. If I look at the properties individually, I take those two values and I add them together. I should not end up with the fraction greater than 1 because 1 means a 100% chance of it happening, and I'll never get that, right? So hopefully that makes sense. We'll talk about overlapping events in the next video.